Back in 1497, John Cabot said to his dad, I think I'll go and discover a miracle, 'cause times is looking bad. Of course, I'll have to borrow a couple of quid, and some clothes, and your old top hat. Yeah, 'cause that hat I got's 10 years old, and he been sleeping by the cat. His dad looked up from his evening post, with his glasses on the end of his nose. Whatever do you think you would look like, he said, dress up in my old clothes. They ain't never gonna fit you, my old son, you much too bloomin' well fed. Then he looked at his hat, and he looked at John's head. God blind or blinking Riley, he said. He's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. The odds is all against thee. I should knock he off the list. 'Cause if these was to try and forcing on, the sides would all buckle and twist. Now he's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. He's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. Well, not less he could make him bigger by ramming in over the fist. Even then he'll want reinforcing, he's better give he a miss. 'Cause he's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. John were quite upset by now, 'cause if there's one thing he'd a dread, and that's having girt big drops of rain fall down on top his head. And it do persistently rain in America, well, so Chris Columbus said. Ah, I got a good idea, said John's old dad. We could discover Porter's head instead. 'Cause he's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. These ain't seriously trying to tell I these really hopes to, Biss. I shouldn't go and discover America, they don't know what they miss. 'Cause he's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this. No, he's never got a great big head like thine in a tiny little hat like this.